Hello viewers, hello fans, once more welcome to the GCE Math Panel Online. In this particular paper, we are looking at June 2023, paper 1, Mathematics Ordinary Level. Please stay tuned to the end and don't forget to share this paper with your friends on social media, on their different WhatsApp groups, so that it may help many as possible students out there who are preparing for the GCE. Stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe and share and watch to the end. All right, so we are looking at this particular question paper for 2023, and here we can actually see that the paper is actually available. We equally have the corrections for 2023, 2022, 2021, right down to 2010. So if you need a copy of this in cash or hard copy, soft copy, whatever, you can contact us on one of the numbers on screen. Okay, so the corrections are available for these different papers from 2023 right down in physics, chemistry, biology, and many other subjects. Equally, this academic year, we are starting with the GCE online school, where you can prepare for the GCE in 6 to 9 months, just 6 to 9 months, ordinary level and advanced level, okay, just at a little or no cost. So let's begin with this first paper. So here the first question reads, the value of the digit 7 in 64.176 is the value of the digit 7. So if we look at 7 here, we will see that 7 falls at the second decimal place, okay? At the second decimal place. So with this, at this decimal position here, we are just going to replace anything after the decimal point by 0 until we get to the position where 7 is found. So here, this is going to be a decimal marker or decimal point. Then we have 1 at this position, we replace it by a 0. Then where we now have 7, we place it by 7. So that's just 0.07 if they ask as a decimal. But as a fraction, we are going to have 7 over 100. 7 over 100. How do we arrive at this answer? From the decimal points, the position where we have 7, we have 2 decimal places, okay? 2 decimal places. So we are going to write 2 zeros since there are 2 decimal places, and we put 1 in front. So this number is just 7 over 100. The key here is A. This GCE was so cheap, just like 2016 and 2019 I talked about earlier on. Question 2 reads, the highest common factor of 2 to the power 3 times 3 and 2 times 3 to the power 2 times 5 is? For the highest common factor, we first of all start by looking for the common basis. 2 is common here and 2 is common, so we take 2. We now take the power that is smaller. The first one here is 2 to the power 3, the other one is 2 to the power 1 since I've not written the power. So we have just 2, we take the smaller one times. The next base that is common now is 3. Next base that is common is 3. And which one has the smaller power? Just 3 here. So this is just 2 times 3. 5 is not common. So we can talk about the highest common factor when 5 itself is not common. So our ACF here is just 2 times 3. Our key here is C. Question 3 reads, the numbers 0.5, 0.4, 0, 0.25 arranged in ascending order gives, what's the meaning of ascending order? Ascending order means increasing. So the smallest number we have here is 0. So we have to start with 0. So the answer is already there. The answer is A. As you can see already, the only thing that begins with 0 here is A. Okay? That's ascending order. Question number 4. If you have your comments, you have questions, please, as you watch this video on YouTube, leave your comments. You can equally download these past GCE papers by going to this website, www.gcepanel.com, or you type www.gcemathspanel.blogspot.com. Okay? Now, the next question. Yeah, don't forget that we equally have papers for advanced level as well for the different subjects. So if you want to buy, just contact the number on screen and you are going to have a paper. Okay, 674292830. Now, question number 4 reads, the number line that represents the set, this set indicated here, q equals -1 less than x less than or equal to 3 is, the first thing you have to understand here is, for this first one here, the boundary is not included. -1, the boundary is not included. Therefore, the circle will not be shaded. Okay? While for 3, we can see that the boundary is included. So the circle that represented by 3 will be shaded. So let's look at the key here. So this is going to be D, where -1 is not shaded and 3 is shaded. So our key here is D. Question number 5. The number √7 belongs to the set of. Now, first of all, we know that √7 is a prime number, and the root of these prime numbers are normally irrational. Okay, so this is an irrational number. Now note, rational numbers are fractions. Natural numbers are whole numbers, positive whole numbers only, while integers are positive whole numbers as well as negative whole numbers. But for natural numbers, they're all positive whole numbers. Note that 0 is a neutral, so it is both a positive number and a negative number. Therefore, 0 is a natural number. And the key, or an easy way to know this is, if something does not exist, we can give it the value of 0. So it's natural, okay? In nature, either something exists or it does not exist. Very good. Question 6, the fraction for thirds in figures is. So how do you write 4 thirds in figures? 4 thirds means 4 times 1 over 3, okay? 4 into 1 over 3, this is 4 thirds, 1 over 3. And 4 times 1 over 3 will be equal to 4 over 3, which is A here. So our key is A, that's 4 thirds. 1 third is just 1 over 3. 2 thirds is 2 times 1 over 3. 3 thirds is 3 times 1 over 3. So 4 thirds is 4 times 1 over 3. That's why it is 4 on 3. Question number 7. Given that 0.00078 can be written as A times 10 to the power n, where 1 lies between 1 and 10, then the value of n is. So this our 0.00078 can be written as, we can move the decimal point to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4 until after the first non-zero digit. 4, okay? Once we move to the right, we have 10 to the power -4. Why? Because this number is not up to that, okay? 10 to the power -4. Many students go and take 10 to the power +4. That's a mistake. Ask your teachers, they'll show you why it's not. So this number can be written as 7.8 times what? Times 10 to the power -4. Therefore, our n here is -4. You can even punch in the calculators, okay? Just say 7.8 times 10 to the power -4 is going to give you 0.00078 on your calculator. You can see that. Okay, so our key here is C. Question number 8. The number 1949.46 to the nearest whole number is, that is 1949.46, the nearest whole number is. So the whole number digit or position is this 9 here. So we look at the value after this number, which is 4. If it is 5 or more, we round up. But if it is less, we round down. Now 4 is less, so we are going to round down all of this to 0. We round this to 0, this number will just remain 1949. So our key here is A. As a whole number, we have to round down, okay? Question number 9. In a class of 90 students, 25 are boys. The ratio of girls to boys is. So in this class of 90 students, 25 are boys. So how many will be girls? 90 minus 25, what would that give us? That should give us 65, right? 65, sorry, 65. And this 65 are what? 65 girls. The ratio they want here is girls to boys, not boys to girls. So we start with the girls. 65 is to 25. Okay? So 5 can go into 65 13 times. And 5 can go into 25 5 times. We are dividing all through both sides by 5. Okay? So when we divide both sides by 5, this is what we have. So we can express as a simple ratio. So the ratio is going to be 13 to 5. 13 to 5. So the ratio is 13 to 5. This GCE was really cheap. If you fail this year, you need to go and see your grandmother and buy your grandmother a blanket or grandfather. Question 10. The simple interest on 200,000 at the rate of 3% after 5 years is, so here it is simple interest. What's the formula for simple interest? Principal times rate times time. That's the formula for simple interest. Principal times rate times time. In primary school, they may say over 100. Please, we are just saying that because we know the children will have difficulty. Now, rate is already over 100. That's why I don't put over 100 here, okay? So that simple interest is just going to be equal to principal times rate times time, okay? So this will give us 200,000 times which value? Times rate. What's the rate? Our rate is 3%. So this is going to be written as 3 over 100. This is where the over 100 comes in. So over 100 times time. What's the time? Time is 5 years. So what did this give us? 2 zeros to cancel here, 2 zeros here. 2 times 3 is 6 times 5, 30. So we now add these 3 zeros. That's going to give us 30,000. So our key here is A. Question 11. So don't forget that you can download this past question from the link below this video. Try to look at the link below this video, and for paper 2, you're not able to watch paper 2 if you have not subscribed to our channel. We have seen that people are interested in our work, but they don't like to subscribe. So to make sure that they subscribe and make us actually be aware or motivate us to do more videos, we have made it in such a way that if you don't subscribe, part of our content you cannot watch. So make sure you subscribe and share. Share this video on Facebook. If you love what we are doing in this panel, share on Facebook, share on WhatsApp, even make short videos and put on Instagram, on TikTok, okay? So that you can spread out the word of this panel, which is not just for mathematics and physics and chemistry and economics and commerce. Many others are coming up for computer science especially. And you can equally have the solution manual. Our solution manual means the questions and answers of past GCE questions, okay? We have the past GCE equations, paper 1 and paper 2. Then we have the solutions for the paper 1 and paper 2 compiled. This is what we call the GCE panel solution manuals, and they are sold at very affordable rates. You can contact us from the numbers you see on our website and from our blog, as well as our YouTube channel, to get a copy, even on Facebook where we are. Okay. Now, question 11 reads, given the set P equals 1356, okay, 1356 and Q equals 2478. Then the number of elements in P intersection Q is, this is the cardinality, right? So for P and Q, let's look at the common elements. I have 1356 here. You have 2478. Nothing is common, right? So there is no common element here. So the number of elements, this one means number of elements. Number of elements is different from a set. They're asking for the cardinality. So there is no element. When you talk about no elements, how many are there? 0. So the key here is B. Now, if they just say that find P intersection Q, this could be the answer. This one is not an empty set because the element there is 0. This one is not also an empty set because there's an element here. The element there is 5. So only correct answer here is B, okay? So that's why all these other answers are wrong. So an empty set is written like this, or just the open and close braces. Okay. Question 12. Given the set F equals football players and G equals girls, the set notation for the statement all girls play football is, all girls play football. So girls should be subset of football because all of them play football. So girls subset of football. All girls play football. That's it. Question 13. 13. In set notation, the shaded region in figure 1 is, in set notation, the shaded region in figure 1 is, now note that this region here is P only. Members will belong only to P. That means we don't include P intersection Q. And how do we get this? This should be equal to Q prime, because outside Q prime intersection P. So let's look where we can see Q prime. Okay, this Q prime, this intersection P. So you can write it as P intersection Q prime. So outside Q, that's the first thing. Then intersection P is just this region. Okay. Now, guys, don't forget that you can get the solutions of most of these our past papers online. You can buy as PDF online. Okay. You just send us a message on WhatsApp. Then we are going to send you the documents. But you know how you guys are. Sometimes you send documents, they don't pay. So right now we have made sure that when you send that money, of course, you know that's our number. Make sure it is our number first. Then when you send your payments, then we send the documents to you on WhatsApp where you can be free to print. Okay. And make also note that we have copyright policies. Make sure you don't take our content and use it for any other thing. You have to buy the content from us. Don't buy for another person because our contents are copyright protected. Now here you can equally see a sample of what we have prepared for this year, this past GCE for this year. Okay, we have collected, and this is how the paper looks like. You can see our numbers here on screen. Okay, you can see our numbers here on the document. This is the 2024 edition, which is available now as you're watching this video. And you can get to us from our website to download past papers in all subjects at www.gcemathspanel.blogspot.com, or just type www.gcepanel without putting the maths, because we upgraded, as you already know, .com. And here you are going to find the GCE Panel Smart Guides. GCE Panel Smart Guides. These are contacts. If you're doing any contact, make sure that you're speaking to this person or to this other contact here. If there are any other updates, you will see it from our website, or we will say it in our video, which is found on our own channel itself. So on this guide, we equally have some adverts. Like here, you can now study at our platform for the GCE for 2024 in just 9 months to make A grade. You can study online. The only thing you need is just a smartphone, and that smartphone, you can actually study and make good grades in a short time. Okay. Some people have been studying here the past years already, but now we have moved it up such that, because some students are in areas where they have difficulties to study, while others are workers and they come back very late. So this is a platform fosters that learning, where you can learn in the evening and at their convenience. You attend your class online the same as attending class. You don't need to pay for any other platform or whatever. So you contact us from our numbers and inform us once to register. We already have students already registering for the 2024 GCE, where you can equally have enough. In our platform, we have notes, we have the lessons and teachers which come and teach you, and we equally answer these past questions in that platform, and many other questions that are prepared by us, as well as quizzes which we use to prepare you. The platform is exam focused. Please spread this message, spread this good news of the GCE panel, so that many Cameroonians and those in other countries who are already joining us may benefit from these services. So as you can see on this update for the current year, we have 2023 paper 1 questions right down to 2010. And then we have the special papers called Black June, which are papers of our panel. Black June, the Bad Hand, Examiner's Bad Hand, Heaven's Gate, the City of Light. These are difficult papers, okay? They equally help you to prepare more. Then equally, we equally have the 2023 papers. Okay, it's not written here, but I don't know why. I think it's not really updated, but the paper is actually there. So if I scroll down, you are going to see 2023. Let us look for it together, so that you actually see that it is there. So you can see that this 2022, which has already been answered. Let me scroll up a bit. Then you now see 2023. So we scroll up to 2023. Alright, this 2023, you can start this the paper, okay? So this is 2023. So everything is available, everything is ready. You just need to contact us that I need a copy, I want to buy, and it is sent to you. Okay? So thank you so much. You continue with the question 14. So question number 14 reads, given that P is a statement Adamu is hardworking and Q is a statement Adamu is brilliant, then the compound statement Adamu is hardworking and brilliant is, so what is this? It's not an implication, because it's an implication. Okay. Then for conjunction, this is what we have. Disjunction, like union, and this is it. So what do we have here? And which of this one represents and? Is this conjunction? Okay. And he's hardworking and brilliant. So our key here is B. Question 15. For any function f inverse, this f inverse always maps it. So if this is our f, this is the domain set, this domain. Then let's say this is the codomain, okay, or the range, whatever. So the function, this is the function f, which maps elements from domain to codomain, okay, from domain to codomain. Now, f inverse is the one that is moving in the opposite direction. it maps elements from the codomain back to the domain. So let's see, for any function, f inverse always maps its what? Maps its image to the range. This one is not correct, right? Range to its domain. So as we have said here, this can be the codomain, but it can only map the range elements. So it has to map the range to the domain. Okay? It brings back, because f moves from domain to range, while f inverse moves from range back to domain. So our key here is B. Question 16, given that f is such that x is mapped onto 2x plus 5, then f of negative 3 will be equal to, so f of negative 3 here will just be equal to 2 times negative 3. What's 2 times negative 3? 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. This one gives us negative 6. Negative 6, so plus 5. What's negative 6 plus 5? Many students, if you don't know, please use your calculator. Can you, most of you like this, don't, when you negative numbers come in, you don't know the answer again. So negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. Okay. Question 17. Given that f of x is equal to x and g of x equals 3x minus 2, then the composite function g of f of x is, so g of f of x will just be equal to, we come to this function g and we replace x by f of x, because I've called g first. So I'm going to replace f here, we're going to replace this x in g by f of x. So this will just be equal to 3 f of x. But what is f of x? F of x is x. So that just be equal to 3x minus 2. So the equation and the answer are almost, they're just the same thing now. So it's just 3x minus 2. Nothing has changed. Okay. Don't forget to watch economics also, and chemistry and physics and commerce, as well as computer science and many other subjects. Watch at different levels. Don't forget to share with your friends. We are sharing this with you to help you improve in your exams and your grades, to drive away examination fear, to make you to be prepared for the exam that is coming. Help your friends as well to stand tall. Whenever the exam comes, they should hold it with the left hand. Thank you so much, because you know you are going to share because you care. Now, question 18. The distance from the center of a circle to any point on the circumference is called, everybody knows this one now. The distance from the center of a circle. Okay, let me draw an ugly circle here. This is a center. The distance from this center of the circle to any point on the circumference, this distance should be a straight line. How do you call this? It's radius now. Everybody knows this one. So anybody who failed this one, the person is not serious. Maybe the person didn't even read the paper. Question 19. Given that the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 30 degrees, then its interior angle is, for you to get the interior angle is just equal to, 180 minus exterior angle, Okay, so what will be 180 minus 30? That will just give us 150. So we have 150 what? 150 cocoyams, 150 degrees. Thank you. Question 20. The regular solid figure represented by the net in figure 2 is called, so look at this net in figure 2. What is this? Look at all the squares are the same now. Everything is a square. Everything is the same. Okay. So this is a cube, like Maggie, and the cube has how many faces? 6. As you can see here, it has 6 faces. This was really cheap. All the GCE of this year was just from 1, from 2, and from 3 work. I mean from 1, from 2, and from 3 work. You can see it for yourself. These are things we teach in Form 2. I've been talking about Form 2 work ever since I started this paper. I'm still there. Let's move ahead. Now, dear students, don't forget that you can download these papers from our website at www.gcepanel.com. As you can see here, we equally have the solutions for the different years, both at advanced level and ordinary level, from our website. Contact us on WhatsApp and have a copy of the solutions. That's the past paper as well as the solutions. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share on different platforms. Question 21. The construction shown in figure 3 is such that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of RS. The value of the angle PTS, this angle is 90 degrees now. Because whenever a line bisects another, the angle formed is 90 degrees. So this angle is 90 degrees. Question 22. In figure 4, the value of angle P is... Now the value of this angle here, this angle P, if you add angle P to 50 degrees, it should give you 180. Angle P equally has the same value as this angle here. So this one will also be P. This also P. While this other one will just be 50. So the value of angle P here is just 180 minus 50. And what does that give us? 130 degrees. A key is C. Question 23. The perimeter of a rectangle is 24 centimeters. Given that the width is 5 centimeters, then the length is... We know that perimeter is equal to length plus width in brackets times 2, or 2 times the length plus the width. Okay? So times 2. Okay? So from here now, how do we get the length? We first want to divide the perimeter by 2. So perimeter divided by 2 minus the width minus W. So this will give us 24 divided by 2, 12. 12 minus 5. 12 minus 5 will give us 7. So our width here is 7. And you can test this. 7 plus 5 is 12 times 2, 24, which is the 24 that they talked about here. Okay? So which number plus 5 times 2 give us 24? That number is 7. This is another way to get it. Okay? So our next question now is question number 24. Given that pi is equal to 22 over 7 and the radius of a circle is 7 centimeters, then the area of the circle is... How do you get the area of a circle? Area of a circle is equal to pi radius squared. So that will be equal to 22 over 7. Okay? Over 7, that's pi. 22 over 7 times radius times 7 times what? Times 7. So this will give the 7 to cancel out. You'll be left with 22 times 7, which is equal to 154 squared centimeters. So that will be the area of the circle. This is for 1 and Form 2 work now. Even primary school. In primary school, they know this answer. 25. Given that the volume of a cube is 64 cm cube, then each side has length. So that volume of cube is equal to side to the power 3. Side times side times side to the power 3. So from here, it implies that the side is equal to the cube root of the volume. Side is equal to the cube root, okay? The cube root of what? Of the volume. And what's the cube root of 64? Or what's that number that when you multiply by itself 3 times, it gives 64? That's going to give us 4. So the cube root of 64 is 4. Okay? And you can use the answer to test it. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, right? So it therefore means that the side is 4. If you take 3, you will not go. Take 8, you will not go. Take 5, you will not go. Question 26. Alright, dear students, we are taking an intermission right now. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to watch paper 2 as well as other subjects. We have made the paper 1s very free on YouTube, but for you to watch the paper 2s, you need to subscribe to this channel, leave your comments, leave your likes. Don't just subscribe, equally click on the notifications bell so that whenever we release a new paper or course or subject, you will be notified directly from your email. Equally try to make sure that you create email accounts so that you can equally have access to many material online from different sites. Join the GCE panel now to prepare for the June 2024 session, which we are bouncing on this August 2023 in preparations for next year. And now, we have made it in such a way that you can prepare for the GCE in 6 to 9 months just online. All you need is a smartphone and a token. A token of what? You will celebrate all your life for all the benefits you are going to have. You can download all past questions and answers from our website as well. Welcome. Stay tuned to the GCE panel. Don't forget to subscribe and to share Join us in our revision and preparation as well as tutorials for 2024. And A grade, A plus will be your position. A grades, A plus will be your testimony. And as you shout amen, may it be what you are looking for. But you have a part to play. We are counting on you. Start now. Don't wait to the end. Contact us now on WhatsApp from the numbers below this video and the numbers on our website. Okay, now question 26 reads, on the Cartesian plane, the line y equals 0 is called. So this is the Cartesian plane, right? The line y equals 0, this is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. Another name for the x-axis is the line y equals 0. Because along the x-axis, y is always equal to 0. So the line y equals 0 is called the x-axis. And the line x equals 0 equally has a name. The line x equals 0 is the y-axis. So this one is the line y equals 0, also called x-axis. Why the y-axis is also called the line x equals 0. Why? Because x is always equal to 0 along the y-axis. Question 27. Given the lines L1 such that y equals negative 3x plus 3 and L2 y equals mx minus 2 such that L1 is parallel to L2, the value of m is, if two lines are parallel, then they have the same gradient. So we have this line, the gradient here is negative 3, while the gradient here is m. Since these two lines are parallel, it means the gradient of the first line is the same as the gradient of the second line. Therefore, our m is there, negative 3. No working. Answer is already there, just to collect Form 1 and Form 2 work. We thank the people who set this exam this year. The x-coordinate of the midpoint xy of the point 0, 3 and 4, negative 3 is? What's the meaning of midpoint? Midpoint just means average. X average and y average. So for the x average, you will have 0 plus 4 divided by 2, 2. And for the y average, you have 3 plus negative 3 divided by 2. 3 plus negative 3 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Okay? But what do they want here? The x coordinate, just the x. So just the x, the answer will be 2. 2. Question 29. The number of terms in the expression 2ax plus 3by minus 1 is? This is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. Even the constant term is a term. So there are 3 terms. Some math tests go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you so much. You are negatively blessed. Question 30. Simplifying 2 to the power 5 times 3 to the power negative 2 gives. Yeah, you just have to apply the laws of indices, right? The bases are the same. Maintain the base, and if you are multiplying, add the powers. So we have 5 plus negative 3. When you are multiplying, maintain the base, add the powers. This is something I taught in Form 1 and Form 2 many years back. So 5 plus negative 3, plus and minus, not separated by anything, gives us minus. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So the answer will be 2 to the power 2. This gives us 2 to the power 2. Okay? So our key here is C. So we are at 60% of this paper to complete it. We are taking it slow because many of you complain that we should take the video slow. That's why we are taking it gradually. 31. Simplifying 3x minus 6y minus 2x gives. The only like terms here are 3x and negative 2x. These are like terms. So just say 3x minus 2x is just x, right? So that's just x. Negative 6y remains because it's just there alone. It's alone from its own family. So our answer here is just x minus 6y. Okay? The key is D. Question 32. Given that P is equal to E over WL, an expression for W in terms of P, E, and L is? To make this W the subject of the formula, we start by doing away the denominator. So we multiply all through by WL. Okay? So we have P WL is equal to E. Is equal to E. Now from here, we want to make W the subject of the formula. What is disturbing us here is this P and this L. So we now divide both sides by PL. Divide both sides by PL as left hand side and right hand side. And we'll be left on the left hand side with, because this P will cancel out this P. Okay. Why this L will cancel out this L? We'll be left just with W is equal to E on PL. W equals E on PL. That's W in terms of PE and L. Question 33. The next term in this sequence is from 3 to 5, they have added 2. They have added 2. Here they have added 2. From 5 to 8, they have added 3. From 8 to 12, they have added 4. So what are they going to add? To have the next number, you already know that they're going to add 5. So 12 plus 5, what does that give us? 17. So the next term is 17. Okay? Alright, so the next term is 17. Question 34. The range of values of x for which 7 plus 2x is strictly less than 11 is. So we can solve this one as a simple equation, but we take care not to divide by a negative number without reverting or inverting the sign. So this will be left, we carry this 7 to the right hand side, it becomes negative 7, right? So we are now left with 2x. 2x is less than 11 minus 7 is 4. So 2x is less than 4, and from here divide both sides by 2. When divided by a positive number, the sign does not change. Okay. So we just be left with x is strictly less than what? Less than 2. So there was no greater than or equal to here. So x is strictly less than 2. Question 35. Given that the speed v of a car is inversely proportional to the time t, then the equation relating v to t, where k is a constant, is, we are told that the speed v is inversely proportional to what? The time. So directly proportional to 1 over t. Okay, which you can write as v is equal to a constant over t. We replace this proportionality sign by a constant over t. Okay, so we can say the key is already there now. C. Question 36. The number of regions in a network in figure 5 is, so the first region is this one. This is the second region. And the region outside is also another region. So how many regions are there? 3. There are 3 regions. Question 37. So guys, make sure that you visit our website www.gcepanel.com or www.gcemathpanel.blogspot.com, what you can see on the right hand side here, where you can download past GCE papers as well as past GCE notes, revision notes for A level, O level, as well as work, job opportunities, scholarships, and so on for those of you who are in high school. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and you share most of the content of this video. We have for math, chemistry, physics, economics, commerce, computer science, and many other subjects, French and English. Please share on Facebook, share on WhatsApp, and other platforms. May God bless you as you share, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Alright, so from 2023, August 2023, you can prepare for the GCE online using just this our platform, where we prepare you just as you are being prepared in class. For you who need additional lessons, this will call be an opportunity for you. We have been using the platform for the past 4 years to prepare other students, but this time we are coming in full force. Benefit from this. You who is a worker, you don't have time to study. When you come back in the evening, instead of going to an evening school, this platform may be the best place because why? It is safe, it is guaranteed. Your notes are all there. The notes you need for the different subjects are there. You don't need to be copying notes. Equally, you have quizzes to prepare you. Okay? The notes we have here, you can take the notes and you make your own notes from there, because you know that writing helps you to study better. There are many other things equally which you are going to benefit from this site once you join our online learning, because the fees are equally affordable, which is paid monthly, and you can pay using any of the methods. We equally have the solutions to most of the past of the different subjects we are doing. We have past questions for economics as well as the solutions. We have for chemistry, we have for physics, we have for mathematics, we have for chemistry, we have for biology, we have for computer science. So you can get most of these pamphlets, which we call the GCE panel smart guides. They can help you so much. We have upgraded to the 2023 so that you can have all the past questions from 2023 backwards as well as the solutions, so I can use them to prepare for GCE 2024. Don't wait to the last hour. Get these manuals. Join us online live for the preparation. Network is not going to be a problem because the mechanisms you have put in place will actually crush the barriers offered by network and various crises related to it. Question 37. The longest side in the right angle triangle is called, of course, it's called the hypotenuse. Primary school work from 1 and from 2 work. 38. Given that sine A equals 2 on 3, the cosine of the angle complementary to A is the same answer. Okay? If sine A is 2 on 3, then the complementary angle to A, its cos A will be 2 on 3. So here, our sine A is the same as cos 90 minus A. Cos 90 minus A, 90 minus A is the complementary angle to A. Okay? So sine A is the same as cos 90 minus A. Okay? Complementary angle means 90 minus A, right? The cosine of that angle will be the same as the value we have in sine A, which is 2 on 3. 39. The angle of elevation of cure from P in figure 6 is elevation of cure from P. So this is our P. You have to raise your eyes like this through 60 degrees to see cure. So the angle of elevation is 65 degrees. Question 40. Given the vectors P equals 2, -1 and R equals -2, -3, then P minus R is, so P minus R will be equal to, for the first value is 2 minus -2. That will give us 4. Then -1 minus -3. That will give us -1 plus 3, which is equal to +2. Okay? So our key here is B. You just do the simplification in your books and you see that this is the result. Question 41. Given the vectors PQ and QR in figure 7, then PR is, we know that PR is the same as, how do we get PR? From P to R, it is PQ. From P to Q, that's PQ. Plus, we now move from Q to what? Plus QR. Plus QR. So from here, our PR will be equal to move from P to R, this P to R. So to move from P to R, this is it. You cannot move directly, so you have to move in this direction. It's -A minus B. To move from P to R, because this arrow is pointing this way, so you are moving the opposite direction of the arrow. So it's -A minus B. Okay? So our key here is D. Okay? And from here, can you start PQ is -A. What about QR? It's -B also. So it's -A plus -B, which is -A minus B. Question 42. Given the vector OM is equal to 2i plus 3j, then the direction of this vector is, direction just means tan inverse of y component on x component. Our y component here is 3. So tan inverse of y components on x component. So our key here is B. Question 43. The leading diagonal element of the matrix P. This is the leading diagonal. The leading diagonal elements are 2 and 5. Okay? In secondary school, we're saying that coupe and décalé. Coupe is leading diagonal, décalé is off diagonal. Okay? So leading diagonal was 2. We have elements or entries 2, 5. So that's A. While the reverse diagonal has elements 3, 4. Okay? The reverse or the off diagonal. Question 44. The determinant of the matrix 4, 5, 1, 2 is, determinant means the product of the leading diagonal. That is 4 times 2, 8. Minus product of the reverse diagonal, minus 5 times 1. So 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is going to give us 3. So the determinant is 3. B. Question 45. The translation maps y coordinates of the points 2, 5, 2. So this translation 5, -7 maps it to, for the translation just add, okay? So 2 plus 5 is 7. That's for the x, but they are not interested in the x here. The one by there, y. So for the y, we have bet 5 plus negative 7. Y to y, x to x. So 5 plus negative 7 is negative 2. So our key here is this negative 2. Okay. Question 46. Now simplify this difference in matrices. So 5 minus 5 is 0. And 7 minus minus 2 is 7 plus 2, which is 9. So we have 0, 9. This GCE was really cheap. Very cheap. If you fail maths this year, you have a problem. They should lock you. If you fail maths this year, you have a problem. You have a sin you have committed. You need to repent. Question 47. Figure 8 represents, what type of chart is this? Everybody can see the chart very well now. These are bars now. Pie chart is circular. Frequency is represented on tables. Pictogram, this is not a picture. So the thing here is bar chart. Even though the bars are not separated. Okay. Question 48. The most popular mark scored in a test is called, most popular means most frequent, is called the mode. The modal mark. Mode is the mark with the highest frequency of occurrence. Guys, you can get these solutions, these past questions, the papers well prepared, as well as the solutions from us by contacting us directly from our website or on WhatsApp, where we can deliver the paper to you directly. If you have parents abroad who want to buy on your behalf, they can equally buy to us directly online from the different platforms, and we send the documents to you directly or to them, and they can now forward it to you. Okay, you can buy in PDF as well as in hard copy, but we preferably sell in soft copy so that you can use it in PDF, so that you can use it to study at your convenience, looking especially at the immobility in some areas. Buy not just for math, but for physics, for chemistry, for biology, economics, commerce, computer science, and geography, and so on. All these past solutions are there for the past years from 2023 backwards. Start sending in your subscriptions now so that you can send whatever you want. Please subscribe to this channel because this is the medium we use in sending out our information. On Facebook, we can't send our information, but we know anybody can post on Facebook and all of that. Okay? Prepare with the GCE now. There is no magic. We don't sell GCE. We don't have it. But what we sell are past questions which prepare with the GCE. You can have special papers that we ourselves have prepared to further prepare you. And this 2023, from this August 2023, we can prepare you for the GCE in 6 to 9 months. If you are a worker, you're a student who needs help and all of that, okay? At little or no cost. And the platform is very, very easy, such that it is following the American and British systems of education, such that you have your notes online, you have your quizzes online. Once you log into your phone with your app, you can have access to past questions, notes, and whatever, okay, for the subjects which you have registered for. God bless you as you prepare, and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, click on this bell on our website called the notifications bell, so that whenever we upload a video, you'll be notified and you can watch, okay? Please share our videos on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, whatever media you find yourself in, even in Njangi groups where you find yourself, in football groups, even in church groups where there are students and you know that they need this information. This can equally help teachers and students, as well as those who cannot go to school because they don't have money. They can get our manuals, can help them to prepare from home and prepare for their GC. Thank you so much, because we know that you love what we are doing, and we are counting on you to help us to spread this good news of the GCE panel. It is not our panel, it is not our panel alone, it's a panel for all of us. We are doing all of this work to assist you, to make you to have better grades. Thank you so much, and we count on your shares, your likes, and your comments. Question 49, the median of scores 3, 4, 1, 2, 2 is. So to get the median, first of all, have to arrange the scores in increasing or decreasing order of size, okay? So I have 1, 2 occurs twice, so 2, 2, then we have 3, and we have 4. Median is the middle number. How many scores are here? 5, okay? So it means that the middle score here is this one, because it has 2 scores to its left and 2 to its right, so this is the middle number. So our median here is 2. The last question, but not the least, make sure you subscribe, or otherwise you're not able to watch paper 2 or paper 2 in the other subjects which you are putting online. The only key is to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can be able to watch all of these different papers. Question 50. The probability that Mary passes a test is 2 on 3. The probability that she fails the test is, this is what we teach in Form 2. This exact, in fact, this GCE this year is Form 2 work. Probability that she passes is 2 on 3. What's the probability that she does not pass? 1 minus 2 on 3. That just be equal to 1 minus 2 on 3. What is 1 minus 2 on 3? 1 minus 2 on 3 is equal to 1 on 3. So the probability is 1 on 3. Probability that she does not pass is 1 on 3. Thank you so much. And this is the end of this paper. We are now moving to paper 2 and to the different subjects. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to have access to watch paper 2 completely. Without which you'll not be able to watch. Invite others to watch. If you have this content, don't be greedy with it. Share with others so your classmates may equally benefit from this work we are putting online. When you put this work online, we are not greedy with it. We share it out, and that's why you have met it. So please share this work so that you encourage us, you motivate us to make more. Once people are not watching or they're not interested, we relax equally and we use our time to do other things. We will not be helping you, and you will not be benefiting from what we are doing. Thank you so much. For those of you going for HND or whatever, you can equally join our online courses online to prepare you for different concours and all of that. Okay? Thank you so much. Stay tuned. The GCE Maths panel, long live the panel. So you can register with us to prepare for the GCE for 2024 online, where you'll be studying the same as you study in class, but you'll be at home. With this particular platform, your safety is guaranteed. Your A grades are guaranteed. Make sure that you contact us early because we'll not be taking so many students this year. We have been taking students the past years, but this year we are not sure we are going to take many. So just take but a few who are interested. And those who will be joining late, that will be a disadvantage for you because in this platform, we are focused on exams.